I'm Chris.
And I'm Ethan. And this is a Highlander review. And today we've got a Rogue Farms brew. Interesting. Rogue Farms. It's the Marionberry Braggot. Marionberry Braggot. I'm not sure what a Braggot is.
Not totally certain.
I imagine it's more of like a winey type beer. I'm not sure. I really don't know what a Braggot is. That's just my guess. We can tell you more about it.
Yeah.
Rogue Farms, Grow the Revolution. And it's Rogue Farms because these guys actually, they grow their own hops. They grow pretty much all their own ingredients. And
should be interesting. It's like a berry infused ale.
Oh. Well, maybe Chris can read their little paragraph there.
We made this braggot from our very own Marionberries, hops, barley, and honey. Situated just across from 40 acres from Rogue Hops. 119 colonies of bees were carefully kept, fed, and smoked, and the honey was uncapped, extracted, filtered, and finally infused into refreshing Marionberry Braggot.
And that's an interesting thing because they actually have their own bee farm too out there. From what I was looking up earlier,
they do their own honey.
Yeah, they do everything, literally hops. You name it.
The Marionberry is actually like a hybrid of a blackberry.
Yeah, it's the USDA and ARS. They went together with Oregon State University, where Rogue Farms is, and Rogue is made in Oregon. And they got together and they crossed a couple berries together. It was like the Charlene berry and like the I don't know. They crossed a bunch of berries together from what I read, and they came up with this berry. And those berries are actually another cross between other berries. So it's like this one big hybrid berry. It's a blackberry. In short words, hybrid blackberry.
Some of the pairings on here, it's got cheese and a flame. Not sure what the flame would be.
Enjoyed by the campfire.
I suppose so.
I don't know.
I suppose this would be more of a summery ale, maybe. Is that what they're going for?
Probably.
Not totally certain on there, but it's got bees on the front. It's got a hand holding some hops and. A pretty neat bottle. It's a bright purple, so you can't really miss it on the shelf.
It's a little bit more deep, like fluorescent type purple. It doesn't pick up that well on the camera, I notice.
It is 11.42 ABV, so this is on the higher end of the spectrum of ales. I'm expecting it to be a little bit of a winey flavor, like Ethan here said a little bit.
And it's dedicated to farmers and fermenters.
So, kind of going with their all-natural kind of thing on this one. They're really pushing it. So, crack it open, give it a sniff.
The guy that orders the beer where we buy our beer at said he actually hasn't tried this one yet. So... And I got the last bottle they had in stock.
It is definitely sweet and berry-like.
Oh yeah, it almost smells a little winey, to be honest.
It does.
It's got like a wine smell, winey. I don't even know if that's the right.
It's not like the alcohol-y smell of wine, but it's like like the berry sweetness, definitely coming through.
Yeah, like a blackberry merlot type smell, like that type of wine. And yes, we did do 3 beers in a row.
It's a little darker. A lot darker.
It's darker than what I expected, actually. I was expecting it to be a little bit more.
It's not as dark as a stout. I can see a shimmer of light coming through, but it is dark. It's pretty dark. It's got a semi-light head on it. I'd say it's about in the middle. It's not dark. It's not super light. It's a nice tan. Nice tan head. Some of the more alcohol-y notes are coming out now that we poured it out, I think.
I'm getting a lot of the blackberry smell, like really out there.
I'm getting more of the alcohol-y smell that you would think of, like kind of with a
I'm getting a slight alcohol smell, but I'm getting...
But the berries are still
I'm
there.
getting a huge berry, like sweet blackberry smell, like fresh blackberries.
Should be really interesting. I don't think we've tried anything like this.
No, not really. We've had some stuff like this, but not quite.
Not a berry.
Out at the
blueberry, I guess.
Blueberry, and
we've had
then
a blueberry.
I thought we had one other
I think that's about
darker
it
berry of
for
some
the
kind. Maybe a
berries.
raspberry. We had a raspberry beer, I think. a while back.
Like raspberry pretzel. Like Rogue has one.
Yeah, but
The
we
donut.
had a raspberry one. It was complete shit though. We did not do a review on it, I don't believe.
It smells pretty good. I'm kind of interested to see what it tastes like.
Yeah, I am too. I'm not a big fan on the berry stuff though. Cheers.
It's definitely got a winey taste to it.
It does. It's interesting. It's almost like a wine in a way.
It's like a wine beer.
So is this what a Braggot is? I take it. Am I pronouncing that right? Braggot. Right?
I don't know. I would
Something like
pronounce
that?
it
Braggot.
Braggot. I'm not sure.
Braggot. No, something like that. You guys would be the judge on that. I don't know.
It's definitely got that alcohol-y type flavor
Braggot.
to it.
It's like a wine and a beer, I guess.
The head dissipated on mine quite quickly, but at least as well. Huh. It's definitely a high alcohol content brew, for sure.
It's nice though.
The sweetness comes through. The back end, you get like the hops and the roastiness coming out of it. Not sure where exactly it gets its color from. Whether from the berries or
I'm guessing from the berries.
from other ingredients coming through.
You know, I'm also, I don't know about you, but kind of on the back end, I'm kind of getting like the floral asset they were describing too. I was really trying to put that down, and I kind of picked up the bottle on. They said wildflower and honey, and now that I kind of think about it, I am kind of tasting like.
See, I get
like
more
a wildy type flower.
I get more of the
flavor.
sweetness and the floralness on the front end. There is something sweet on my palate towards the back of my tongue when it's not in my mouth, actually.
See, I'm getting like the berry on the front with like kind of like a smooth honey flavor almost mixed in with that. And then it's going off to like the floral aftertaste with the berry at the same time. That's really the best I can describe it. I mean,
There's definitely a berry flavor going through the whole time.
yeah, for sure. It's present the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not losing any of the berry flavor.
That honey flavor, I'm definitely picking up some kind of honey flavor.
It's definitely not my cup of tea still.
No, mine either. And I'm not saying it's bad. It's a good Braggot.
Kind of an overall like bouquet and everything.
It's probably something more my mother would enjoy. I mean, I'm not trying to say
it's strange to us. I'll go ahead and give it an 8. I think that's a pretty happy medium there. It's not bad, but it's
I would
not
actually
really,
say 7.5, but I try to stay away from the halves.
not really
So
my cup of tea.
I'm gonna round up to an 8 on it. Just I don't know. It's unique to me. I don't know how unique
it is
this style of beer is. It's not really anything I normally
think it's
get.
unique. An overall like flavor profile and scale, I think they're going. They get what they're going for.
It's definitely what they're going for.
It's definitely
sure.
berry and everything. I'll go ahead and give it an 8 too.
Yeah. I agree.
It's good. I think there's some points that they can hit that they're not quite hitting on.
I'd like to see maybe a little bit more of a honey flavor, and maybe a little bit more floral flavor.
I say I'm wanting them to go a little more for the ale flavor, like
but it's not an ale.
a little more. True.
You're wanting to see more of a hoppy flavor.
Yeah, like more of a brew.
I mean, it does have the hops in there. You can taste it, but
yeah, that's kind of what I'll go
to
with.
be honest, I really don't know what a Braggot is. I mean,
So,
I'm gonna look this up real quick, guys. Oh, it's
it's a mead.
It's a form of a
Okay.
mead with
Alright.
honey and barley.
Makes sense. And
malt,
actually,
so-
they have a mead up where we buy our brews from that I'm really interested in trying. Unfortunately, the price range on it is absolutely ridiculous.
It's an ancient drink popular in medieval Europe. Traditionally without hops, but
So it's a type of mead. So it's
they
got a
have
lot of
hops
honey in
in
it,
this.
and it's got berries in it. That should have popped in my mind, but
malt-based drink. Dates back to ancient times.
it's a type of mead. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so in the categories of meads, this is the first thing that we've had. So really, we can't have a huge lineup to kind of base it off of. So I think an 8 is actually pretty appropriate.
Yeah, I do too. It's the description of that is flavor and aroma should reflect a mix of beer and mead flavoring.
It does.
Pale to dark colored.
Dark.
It's pale to dark colored. I mean, it's kind of pale, dark looking. Made with a mix of honey and malt. Alternatively, may be made by mixing mead with ale. Hop variety
which is
optional.
what this should be.
This is what this is, and it does all sorts of alcohol by volume, brightness range, and gravity.
6.5 to 14 ABV, which this is around the 12 mark. So I mean, it's right there. Yeah. So it's a type of mead. Okay. So now we know. We'll base it in that kind of mead category, and we'll use this as kind of a level playing field for whatever mead we try next.
Interesting. I've never had a Braggot before.
So
I would say
it's
they
pretty
hit it
good.
pretty good then.
If you like mead, I'd give it a try. It's pretty good.
I'm not really a
Other
mead
than
guy.
other than that, I really can't say much more about
I
it.
think I've had one mead before, but yeah, I'd say that's all we could say about it. I mean, it's worth trying, I guess. If you like trying different things, can't go wrong there. Well, I'd say that was it, Chris.
Yep.
Have a good one. Like, subscribe. Highlander Herps, baby.
Thanks for watching.